You've seen the ad. Some guy on public Wi Fi, a shadowy hacker, steals his passwords, and then a VPN saves the day. But does that actually happen? And more importantly, do you actually need one? This is Nick's No Nonsense Tech. I'm Nick. Let's start with what a VPN actually is, because I think a lot of people have heard the term but couldn't tell you exactly what it does. Let's break this down. When you connect to the internet, normally your traffic travels from your device out into the world completely exposed. Your internet provider can see it. Anyone on the same network as you can potentially see it. It's like sending a postcard. Anyone handling it along the way can read what's on it. Now, a VPN changes that. It wraps your internet traffic in an encrypted tunnel before it ever leaves your device. Nobody can see inside that tunnel. And here's the other piece. Your traffic exits the tunnel from a server somewhere else, not from your home. So whatever website or service you're connecting to sees that server's location, not yours. Bottom line, a VPN hides where you are and encrypts what you're doing while you're doing it. Now, you might be thinking, wait, doesn't my browser already show that padlock? Isn't that already protecting me? That's a good question. That padlock is the HTTPS, and yes, it matters. Back when most of the internet ran on plain HTTP, your traffic was completely in the open. No encryption at all. VPNs were essentially mandatory if you wanted any kind of real privacy online. Most websites now use the HTTPS, which encrypts the data between your browser and specific websites. That's genuinely good. It means someone can't easily intercept your password when you log into, say, your bank. But here's what HTTPS doesn't do. It doesn't encrypt your other apps. It doesn't hide which websites you're visiting from your internet provider. And it only covers your browser, not anything else on your device. A VPN encrypts everything leaving your device, not just your browser, everything. Think of it this way. HTTPS is a lockbox for one specific delivery. A VPN is like an armored truck for everything leaving your house. One more thing I kind of want to be clear on about before we go further, and this is something that VPN ads conveniently leave out. A VPN doesn't make you anonymous. It protects your connection, not your identity. So if you log into your Google account over a VPN, well, Google still knows exactly who you are. I mean, you're logging into the site. Your browsing habits, your cookies, your logins, all that still works exactly the same way. Someone can still figure out who you are based on your behaviors online, even if they can't trace your location. VPN is only one layer of protection. It's not a cloak of invisibility. So let's talk about when a VPN actually makes sense to use. If you're on a public Wi-Fi, in a coffee shop, an airport, hotel lobby, anywhere where you're connecting to a network that you don't control and you don't know who else is on it, someone on that same network could be sniffing your traffic, basically watching what's passing through. With a VPN running, even if they're watching, all they see is encrypted data going into a tunnel. They get nothing useful out of it. Now, does this happen at your local Starbucks? Maybe, maybe not. But the point is, you have no way of knowing. And the cost of running a VPN a few seconds to connect is a lot lower than the cost of having your passwords intercepted. Better safe than sorry. A second use case is privacy from your ISP. Without a VPN, your internet provider can see every single website you visit, not just the content, but the destinations. With a VPN running, all they see is encrypted traffic going into a VPN server. If that level of privacy matters to you, a VPN helps. Third use case is remote work. A lot of companies will require employees to connect through a corporate VPN to access the internal systems from home. That's the same concept, as a secure encrypted tunnel, just managed by your employers instead of the services you're paying for. Now, do you need a VPN all the time? No. At home, on your own network, a VPN probably is not essential for most people. Your home router is already your first line of defense. Most of your traffic is already encrypted by HTTPS, and unless you have a specific reason to believe someone's targeting you, a VPN at home is more of a nice to have than a necessity. More importantly, a VPN will not protect you from your own bad habits. If you click a phishing link over VPN, you're still getting phished. You download something sketchy, that's still going to be a problem. A VPN is not an antivirus software. It doesn't scan for malware. It doesn't block bad websites. It doesn't protect you from yourself at home. It won't hurt to run one, but don't let anybody convince you that you're in serious danger without one if you're sitting at your own network. Now, here's something that a lot of VPN ads are going to skip over because most VPN videos are sponsored by a VPN company. This one isn't, by the way. So let's talk about this. When you use a VPN, you're routing all your internet traffic through that company's server. Every single thing you do online goes through them. That's a significant amount of trust to place in a company you probably know very little about. And some of those companies have not deserved that trust. In 2020, researchers found that 7 VPN services, they all claimed to have a strict no-log policy, meaning they promised they weren't keeping records of your activities. Well, researchers found 1.2 terabytes of private user data just sitting on an exposed server. Password, emails, browsing history, all of that. And if you think it's just small companies that are acting shady, well, in 2018, Facebook had a product called Anova Protect. It was marketed as a security VPN. What it was actually doing was collecting data on which websites you visited and which apps you opened and sending it all back to Facebook. The common thread, these companies all said, "We don't log your data," and they were all lying. So, how do you protect yourself from this? Look for VPNs that have been independently audited. That means third parties, not the VPN company itself, but a third party that has actually gone in and verified that the no log claims are true. And it's not a perfect guarantee, but it's significantly higher bar than just a company's word for it. Both NordVPN and Proton VPN have undergone independent audits. That's part of the reason that they're worth considering over random alternatives you might find by Googling best free VPNs. Now, speaking of free VPNs, let's be direct about this. Most free VPNs are not free. You're paying with your data. These companies have servers to run, bandwidth to pay for, and employees to pay. If they're not charging you money, they're making money some other way. And the most common way is selling your browsing data to advertisers or third parties. If you search for free VPN options, you'll find a long list of services with privacy policies that essentially say we share your data with partners, buried in that fine print. There is one exception that I'll mention, and I genuinely mean this, and it's not a paid placement, but Proton VPN has a free tier. It's limited, it's got few servers, it's a slower speed, but it's run by the same company behind Proton Mail based in Switzerland. It's independently audited and open source. If you want to try a VPN without paying for it, this is the one I'd probably point you towards. Now, I've used a few VPNs over the years, mainly for work, but I've also used NordVPN most recently. I've also used Proton VPN and genuinely like it. These are just the ones I've personally used and felt comfortable recommending it. If you're shopping for a VPN, here's what to look for: independent audits, a clear no log policy, the jurisdiction where the company is based. Swiss law is different from US law when it comes to data privacy, and real world speed, because a VPN that tanks your connection speed isn't practical for everyday use. One last thing, just don't Google best VPN and click on the first result. Almost every result you'll find is affiliate driven, meaning whoever wrote it gets paid when you click through and buy. It's not automatically bad per se, but it means that the rankings aren't always based on what's actually best for you. So the question comes, do you actually need a VPN? On a public Wi-Fi, yes, I'd use one. The risk is real and the cost of running a VPN is very minimal. At home on your own network, it's your call. It adds privacy, but it's not essential for most people. Just don't expect a VPN to make you invisible. A VPN is a seatbelt, it's not an invisibility cloak. It's going to protect your connection. It doesn't protect you from your own bad habits, so it doesn't erase your identity online. And whatever VPN you choose, make sure it's been independently audited, because a VPN that logs your data is worse than no VPN at all. If this has helped cleared up what a VPN actually is and whether you need one, please hit subscribe and hit that like button. I'll have links to everything I mentioned in the description, and I want to hear from you. Do you use a VPN? Which one are you running? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. This is No Nonsense Tech, and I'm Nick. Real talk, real tech. We'll see you on the next one.